Good afternoon to all of my viewers. Welcome back to my channel. Today I would like to present to you a very nice video about many of the varieties of the plant known as Aeonium, that is in Greek is known as Aeonis. This particular gene is from a family of Crassulaceae and is spread all over Africa, eastern part, western part, northern part, and especially Canary Island. Previously on episode number 132, I have presented the black rose, which is a very beautiful red color. But now I'm going to show you so many different varieties, including the crested one that is very, very rare, that you enjoy watching it. Stay with me until the end of the video, because this video is a very complete and nice video about Aeonium family. This plant in the ancient Greek known as Aeonis. Aeonis means Aeonium. So the translation of this word means ageless. How? I would like to mention to you several things about how hardy and strong this plant is. This plant can tolerate good amount of the heat and lack of water, and also lack of nutrition. If you have a piece of cutting of this plant and you wanted to plant it, and for some reason you left it somewhere and you forgot about it, this plant will not be ruined. It's going to be well after several months. If you put them back into the soil and water them, start sprouting. But one of the very rare reasons that I'm going to show you the crested one, that the crested variety of this plant, for some reason, due to the lots of heat, it can burn, as you see. But after watering it good enough amount and keeping it in some cooler environment, they start sprouting. So you do not lose this plant. You can count on it and use it for many different purposes, such as the pottery or landscaping. This plant has a very large, beautiful yellow flower that look like corn, and they are technically, after blooming, the bloom converts to seeds that at the end of the video I show you the seed pods, and then due to the wind or manually if you grab it and throw it in the ground, they start sprouting a little tiny betty of this Aeonium. Most of this family, generally, as I have said, it is growing in the Canary Island. They are native to Canary Island, but some of them spread to Madeira, Cape Verde, Morocco, Ethiopia, Somalia, Angola, and Tanzania. Some of the variety are generally on the very, very temperamental position, so they cannot handle too much heat, and those are the subspecies. As I have said, there is not much of the care about this plant and not much of the watering, and also It is a plant that can be used for several purposes of decoration of the garden, landscaping, or pottery. Now I'd like to introduce you to some of the varieties that they are very beautiful and gorgeous. The first one is known as Aeonium canariensis. It's very gorgeous bouquet, very strong. Sometimes the heat burn some of the portion of the petals, but it's nothing to be worried. This one is very old and has a very beautiful crested piece on it that has been burned due to the heat and sun throughout the summer, but it will recover. I'm definitely sure about it. The next one is known as Aeonium arboreum. Arboreum has a longer leaves, as you see, more spread petals. Outside is reddish and inside is green and has a very beautiful body structure. The third one that I like to show you is called Orbicum. Orbicum is a very larger petals and larger head on the branches. They usually stay compact. They do not grow very tall, and they are also having a very beautiful body structure. Garnet is my favorite. Garnet has very lavishing body structure, as you see. I want to bring the camera over here and show you the garnet that I have displayed it in a piece of wood so you can enjoy watching it. This is a garnet that I have placed it in a piece of wood. It's very strong, solid plant, and very beautiful body structure. Sometimes you see the garnet has red petal, red on the edge of the petal and green inside. This is because of too much water, but if you actually ease up on the water, you see it more reddish color. You will see some of them at the end of the video that it shows in the ground. This particular variety is called Aeonium haworthi. As you see, there are two different colors. Haworthi could be seen many different shades of the color on the petals. So sometimes yellow inside and pale green outside, and sometimes it's more yellowish with a pink on the edges. I usually like this variety more than any other one. This variety, as you see, these are cutting, is a Aeonium astuci. They have a large, nice, beautiful trunk, and they can get massive branches on the end of the trunk. They are very beautiful and gorgeous when you are place them and place them in the pottery or in the ground. The next one that I want to show you is called Aeonium emerald ice. This particular lavishing, beautiful Aeonium generally is among the very high quality. They have a very beautiful pattern. These are all in the 4-inch pot, and they can grow much larger. Also among the variety that has a large head and compact, they don't grow very tall. The next one is called Cyclops. This one has a shade of red on the petals. As you see, it creates a very beautiful body structure and also grows root during the life of it on the trunk. So every time you cut a piece and put it in the ground, definitely it will grow. I show you at the end of the video some of the varieties that they are planted in the ground. The next one is beautiful Aeonium silk pinwheel. It's similar to the black rose, but if you concentrate, there are certain things that they are different. As far as the shape of the leaves is a little bit more round, and the edge of the leaves does not have any kind of pattern, it's very smooth. Of course, the lily pad is among the variety that probably many people have it. Has a very chunky, strong, juicy petals, and they are very firm plant, very strong, and they create a very nice body structure. Now, the Mardi Gras is one of the very colorful and rare variety of Aeonium that many people really love it. I also do enjoy this plant. I have propagated so many of them, and they are getting a little taller, very large head, and beautiful petals, green inside and red outside, and yellowish mix in the center of the head of the plant. The next variety is very famous and lots of availability, called Aeonium kiwi. Aeonium kiwi is a combination of the yellow, pink, green. Sometimes you see it like a large one on that kind of shape. That's one variety. And sometimes you see it very crowded and large, mixed with the crested portion, as you see right there. And here I want to show you this one that is beautiful. The reason is a little bit pinkish because it's a little bit stressed in the greenhouse. I brought this from the greenhouses that I have, and here is another one. And then the body structure is similar to this when they get crested. Very strong, very beautiful, and very nice. See? And the shape of the plant is also gorgeous. If you see some of the burning on these, there is nothing to be worried about, because in about a month, all of these will be bouncing back and they become very, very beautiful and great. Estusi is another variety of the Aeonium, which is my favorite. Has a very beautiful white crested portion, with a nice green head with a pinkish or reddish on the edge of the petals and pointy in the middle. Generally, the differences between these can be recognized throughout the time with experience. Now, this is the variety of that, similar, as you see. These are the crested ones, that they are sort of bare, but during the next couple of months, they are going to bounce back very nicely. And as you see, there is a beautiful crested. When this plant becomes crested, the crested pieces are very valuable. So propagation of this plant is very easy. Try to propagate as much as you can, especially the crested one. Now, at this time, I'm gonna end my video and go to my outside garden, show you some of these in the ground in landscaping, and then I come back and continue. So my friends, I would like to show you some of the variety of this Aeonium that is planted as a piece of landscaping in the ground. In these segments, I'm gonna show you some of the good variety that they can handle pretty much drought, and also they can handle sun very well, and they are very beautiful for landscaping. The first one is this lavishing, beautiful, branchy variety that is known as the Aeonium garnet. Aeonium garnet generally has a very tight petal, as I have explained. So this is garnet. We're gonna go to another one. Here also is the garnet, Aeonium garnet. But as you see, this one is red, but the other one is sort of green with the edges of red. The reason is this, that here, this particular one gets good enough water, so therefore the plant is not in a stress to change the color towards deep red color. But the other one does not get enough water, and then it gets very beautiful red color on the petals. Now we're going to move on to another one. The other one is black rose. As you see, the black rose is very much deep red, is a very nice and branchy, and I showed you inside the little one, the miniature one. This is also another variety. This particular one is Aeonium haworthi. The haworthi variety has a different shade of the color on the petals. This one is inside yellow, and rest of the petals are kind of pale green. Also, I like to show you here the seed pods of these plants. As you see, these are the seeds. In the section of the propagation, I have told you, either with the seed or either with the cutting, you can propagate this plant. So this, generally with the wind, falls into the ground and then start sprouting at the time that is supposed to. Aeonium cyclops has a very distinguished differences with other variety, because the pattern of this plant is sort of green with the edge of the pink, but the differences between this particular variety and rest of the variety, that as you see, there is almost 1 feet. See how big it is? The head gets very much large and almost over 1 feet diameter, and they are become a colony and very nice. So it's a very good landscaping piece. This particular variety is known as lily pad, has a very much thick and juicy and dense petals. They are very gorgeous and they create a very nice, organized, branchy, miniature type little tree. This particular variety is known as Aeonium kiwi, that is in the ground. Also, the kiwi has a tendency of growing a largest diameter on the head of the branches if they are in the ground and if they get good enough water and pretty much good light. As you see, it's growing very pretty and nice. Aeonium sunburst is very colorful, is very beautiful, is the second largest diameter among the all entire family of the Aeonium. As you see, is very similar. This has been planted in the pot next to the other varieties. As you see, it's called Cyclops. Now, the very last one that I want to show you is also one of the varieties that is known as Aeonium orbicum. Orbicum is the third largest variety of the Aeonium, that the diameter is pretty good size and they are very, very beautiful. Sometimes they have a tendency to get nice color, which we show you over here, and they are among the good variety of the Aeonium for landscaping. So as you saw, I have showed you this plant in the ground and also I'm back to my stage. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to this channel. Share my channel with your friends and relatives. Please like the video, leave me a comment, and share this video with your friends. I look forward to produce more video for you. Until then, thank you very much for watching my channel, and bye bye now.